All right, I had to take another little break, but I'm gonna start this over again because, for one thing, that was really interesting what she was saying about the shield. It should never be used as a weapon. So I'm kind of thinking like they turned it into the sword. Is that what? So if you don't know what Road to Vostok is or the premise of the game, that's it's basically telling you right there it's setting it up anyways, the story. And I can't say that I'm 110% sure on like what the whole story is either, or what created these mysterious events, or um, created the border zone and things like that. But um, I'm gonna start fresh again. We're gonna watch the intro again, and I'm actually really excited to do this now. Like I'm like way like I'm actually ready to just play the game and like try this.
I'm broadcasting this now because this is probably my last opportunity before it all ends tomorrow. The events that happened here in Finland have been all over the news, but I'm afraid nobody will ever know the truth. The real truth is impossible to understand unless you were here, in Area 05, southeast Finland, where it all began. Before I tell you what actually happened, you first have to understand Finland as a country and how this even started. For over 70 years, we maintained our neutrality. In doing so, we created a 1,340-kilometer neutral shield between the West and the East. This shield is a border zone that runs from the Arctic in the north to the Gulf of Finland in the south. The word shield is important. A shield is a defensive tool. It should never be used as a weapon. After maintaining the shield for all these years, we were forced to join a military alliance. We were forced into a position where our role was eventually determined by those who seek power, not peace. The first years were easy. While we never lowered our guard, it seemed that nothing had really changed. However, once enough time passes, we accept the illusion of safety. We wrap ourselves in the mindset that we are in control of our own future. But we were just a tool for a bigger plan. This plan revealed itself relatively quickly when a global military initiative was started. This former shield slowly lost its meaning and was transformed into a sword whose purpose no longer relied on defense. Building a massive sword near this border zone is an action that has consequences. We knew this the moment the initiative started. But were there any other options? I don't think so. This initiative brought billions of dollars and thousands of jobs to a country seeking economic growth. On top of the economic impacts, if all your northern allies have accepted the same plan and the same benefits, you don't want to be the black sheep, the only one who says no. However, the other northern countries are relatively far and safe behind this former shield. Finland is not. So, what really happened here? As you might have guessed, it was one of those beautiful midsummer nights when a large explosion
Fiddle with OBS for a minute. Alright, now let's see how bad I am at this game. What did we get? What did we get out the gate? Oh yeah, gave me a belt even, so we can play around with the mod. This is a weird bug I'm trying to get fixed is with a quick item slot, if you assign a number pad key or a F key, it reads like this. It says mouse button blah 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 blah. So how do you assign a quick slot key or quick slot item? Control, hover over it, and just push the key you want. So now it's assigned to P, right? So if I want to use this splint, I can just hit P. I started using F keys in the number pad, so in doing that, it works, but it just doesn't read right in the interface. So the belt and rig mod, can't move the belt while it's open. Okay, that probably makes sense, but so with the belt and rig mod, you can right click and open it, or you can just click on it with the middle mouse button. You can drag and drop. You can drag and drop to it, but it can't be open. It has to be closed. And then you can drag and drop items. So if I were to have a rig also, you could like open your rig and then you would be able to drag and drop items into the belt, or you have to open the belt, which closes the rig, and then you can drag and drop items into the rig. It's a little convoluted, but we're trying to iron that out with the mod author. I really like the mod. I really wanted something like that I could so cause now I can reload out of my belt and it'll work. What was that other one I was talking about? Inventory hotkeys that you have no idea how to do it without looking at the... There's no instructions without me looking at the page on the mod workshop. So what I would like to see is I don't even remember what key it is. I gotta look at it. It's inventory. Inventory hotkeys. I can't load a mag, but I can unload a mag. So the other weird thing about the rig and belt mod is that you can't see the container. You can't see your belt unless you open it. It's behind this window. The task events skill window. So when you open that, you can see your belt. I can load. And then it'll reload out of the belt. So my mag's taken out of the belt. Now the item hotkey so same with consuming an item. If I wanted to eat these crackers, I could just hit Shift E as you're hovering over the item. I would like it to say that in the tooltip. It should say, because there's no other instructions on how to use this mod. Like I have to look at the page on the mod workshop. So as you mouse over it, it would be nice if it said Shift E to consume, or just like the gun. So I can unload my mag with Shift R, which works perfectly fine, but you just don't really know that you can do that or how to do it because there's nothing in the game or on the screen. So it would be nice if the tooltip said unload mag, Shift R. Okay. And then, or remove mag, sorry. They're the same command. Remove mag, Shift R, and then I can unload the mag, Shift R. Shift S, I can split the stack of ammo. And then Alt S, I don't get, it says take X from stacked item. I don't know what that means. It doesn't do anything. I don't know if it's supposed to like pop up with something and say, and I'm supposed to be able to say how much I want to split the stack, but it doesn't, I don't see it ever do anything. I forgot. I'm just gonna make that P so it's not confusing. Plus, in Gray Zone Warfare, you use P for provisions, so that's kind of why I chose P. So my splint is on P. I can put, can make crackers a different keybind, and it pops up there and tells you what you mapped it to. So it tells me that I unbound it. Then it says bound O to crackers. Equip my knife. Got extra ammo. Put our mag in. And then we're gonna look at the skills thing over here real fast. So this is what the skills and XP is giving you. You get this whole list of skills, and so as I'm playing, you acquire XP, and then it doesn't really notify you or anything, but like if you come in here later, like we'll go do a couple runs, and then I can come in here and like some of these will be highlighted, so then I can be like, oh, I can put, I can put points into 2% thirst drain. I can put points into hunger resist. I can put points into pack mule, so on, and then once it's maxed out, it used to tell you down here, once it's maxed out, when you hit prestige, and then you can choose one of these to pick to keep permanently.